Hold it. I know I've been gone, but it's not for the reason that you think. I promise. Hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite one to be influencer and sovereign koi, and welcome back to another video. Y'all know that I read that title, so you already know we're getting into new things, new beginnings. First things first, guys. I had two videos that I had posted a few weeks ago. That was for the end of the year. YouTube did not push it, so if you guys have not seen these two, please go back and watch them. They're absolutely hilarious. I know that you guys will enjoy them, and thank you all for your beautiful patience and waiting for me to upload again. Getting into the nitty gritty of why I've been gone, guys. I promise you, it's a good reason. I promise. It wasn't for mental health, which if you guys were looking out for me that way, I appreciate you very, very much. But it was actually because for the past couple of years, I have been trying my absolute hardest to be as consistent on YouTube as I can. I've been on here since 2017. If you scroll all the way back, it's always been like I do one thing and then I switch it, and I do another thing and then I switch it. And it's because I haven't been able to really find what I really wanted to do on YouTube. And last year, I had like this sort of a plan to kind of upload what I wanted and kind of just go from there, but there was really no way for me to build off of that. And so I kind of fell into Reddit stories. It was convenient for me to film. It was hilarious. I loved filming them. They were actually really fun. But initially, that really wasn't my thought process to fall into that. I kind of just fell into it because it was a niche that I could kind of stick to for a while. But just to get that straight out the way, I don't believe I'll be doing those anymore. I know. You follow me for that niche. You have been sticking with me for this entire time because of that niche, and I am so sorry to be switching it, but this is the reason why I was gone for 3 weeks. Even though I've been on YouTube since 2017, it's been really here and there, touch and go, inconsistency. I would post for a while, I would try to stick to a certain thing, and then I would either get bored or I just couldn't do it anymore. And I would just stop posting altogether, and then I would disappear for months. With this right now, disappearing for weeks. And the last time that I took my break, it was just because I was experiencing real burnout. It wasn't because I didn't have ideas for you guys. But with this year, with all these years, and especially last year has taught me, is that I really want to take my social media seriously. And so being serious about posting for you guys, being serious about being engaged in my platform, like really took a toll on me. And I did not want to return to YouTube without me having a solid plan of what I wanted to do. So these last few weeks, I've literally just been solidifying really what I want to do and really what I want to stick to. And it's been hard. It's been really, really hard to find something that I will be passionate enough about that I can stick to for a while, and I could, not switch up on you guys again, because I don't like switching up. Like, I really don't like you guys coming, supporting me, watching my videos. And for those of you who just watch whatever the hell I post, love you guys to death. Thank you so much for watching me, even though I keep on switching up my chaoticness on y'all. Some of y'all have been following me for years, and I'm insane. So if you've been doing that, I appreciate you. But I understand that consistency is key. I understand that giving you guys what you guys are looking for when you subscribe to me is important. And that's the reason why, if you want to unsubscribe to me because I'm not posting Reddit stories anymore, I am perfectly fine with that. I love you so very much. Thank you for supporting me all this time. But if you do stick around for what's coming up, I finally, as y'all saw in the title, finally have found my freaking niche. And the funny thing is that my niche ended up being the solution to my problem. So my problem, it was a lot of factors over the years. When I first started filming actually my singing videos in 2017, I was actually homeless. So I was not in a good living situation. It wasn't terrible, but we were bouncing from house to house, and then eventually we ended up in shelters, which you guys can see those videos if you date back far enough and go back to my terrible singing. But that was one of the biggest factors. And then after that, I just didn't have the equipment. I just didn't have the space. I just didn't have, those things. And so over time, gradually, as my housing situation changed, as I've gotten better equipment, as I eventually moved out on my own, all those things had contributed to me posting more. And so then after those other barriers are out the way, here comes okay, what the hell do you want to do? And so this rattled my brain for a very long time, because if you have ADHD like me, we are hyper fixated on a lot of things. We are multi-passionate, if you will. I call it the prodigy streak, where I just pick up random things, master it, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm bored, bye. Or I become proficient in it enough, and I'm just like, okay, bye. I've done that with so many things. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that was my biggest problem. I would hate to pick a niche that I'm somewhat interested in and then get bored, or it's not diverse enough for me to really have fun with it and play around with it and show enough of my personality. And that's kind of what it was with the things that I've done over the years. If you scroll through, I've started with singing videos, and I did vlogs temporarily, then I did mukbangs, and I fell into the Reddit stories, and it's just been chaotic. It's funny, it took me forever, but I eventually came to the epiphany that why don't you just make your niche what your problem is, which is ADHD. And guys, I cannot tell you how much of I don't know how to explain it, like how much of a mind fuck this was for me, because I was just like, why didn't I think of this before? I am a huge advocate of mental health and like how debilitating it can be and how important it is. And I was not considering like, dude, you're an excellent problem solver. You can relate to ADHD. You have it. Like, this is your thing. And it allows you to really just be you because your personality is ADHD. ADHD is your personality. And so that's what I've decided my niche is going to be. So once I solidified on that idea, I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to stick to it, because honestly, when I first started my YouTube career, I really didn't think about what I wanted to do on YouTube. I was just in high school, a big, huge musical theater kid, and I just wanted to sing and be in entertainment because I just was enjoying it. But I knew like my entire childhood that I've always wanted to be an entertainer of some kind. I always wanted to be the center of attention. Call me an attention whore, I don't care. But this is the first time that I've actually sat down and thought about it. So because I thought about it and I actually solidified on what I really want to do, I want to make sure that I had a plan, because if you have ADHD, you don't got no dang plan or no type of routine, you are more than likely to fall in inconsistencies or like not do it at all. And there are multiple different types of ADHD influencers. I've seen the ones who like highlight the fun and the cutesiness of it and oh, it's so quirky. And I kind of do hate that it's kind of becoming like a trend in a way, which is not trendy. People who actually have this mental disability or just this mental difference, as I like to say, like it's not all, rainbows and unicorns and, cutesy little Care Bears, like this is a real thing and people have real problems with it. And, there's ups and there's downs. And yes, ADHD can be quirky. Yes, ADHD can be hilarious. It can be fun and all that stuff, but it can also be immobilizing. It can also be debilitating. It can also be literally feels like you are pushing a boulder up a dang fucking mountain when you are just blinking your eyes, And problem solving is something that I'm actually very good at. It's actually one of my most amiable qualities, if not the best quality that I actually have. And I've actually been able to help people in my personal life with navigating themselves through the world. I'm not a psychiatrist, okay? I'm not a therapist. Okay, I just tell people tips and tricks of how I manage my neurodivergent self in a neurotypical world. And I was already on the path of picking ADHD. I've been sitting on this for about a month now, of kind of just figuring out what I want to do and kind of getting the plan through. But recently, I actually just watched a video on TikTok where a girl who has ADHD was talking about how difficult it is and how frustrating it is that people are kind of like idolizing it and making it a trend. And also in her video, she was just kind of just highlighting the negative portions of being a neurodivergent, like how difficult it is and how frustrating it can be and all these things. And in her video, I understand she was in her raw emotions, so she wasn't feeling the best. And so she was just, saying what was on her mind, what was on her heart while she was frustrated. But her verbiage and her language, it was kind of very demeaning to herself and just like pretty much anybody who has ADHD. She kind of had like this very defeated mindset of saying basically like it's ruining my relationships. I can't hold down a job. I have a computer that I can't use. All these things basically insinuating that if you are neurodivergent or if you have ADHD, that you can't live a full, fulfilling life, that you can't maintain relationships, that you can't hold down to a job. You can't do all these things because you have ADHD. I responded to her and everybody in the comment section pretty much that was agreeing with her that we need to learn some patience with ourselves, some self-love, to learn how to advocate for ourselves, learning how to recognize our triggers, things of that nature, right? Because saying that basically you can't live a fulfilling life or that you can't do anything, you can't hold on to relationships or anything of that nature because you have a mental disability or because you have ADHD or whatever, it's just a very defeated and dismissive mindset, I believe. And she responded with just okay. And I could tell that response was kind of just a defeated response of, okay, you're saying all this, but it's not going to be very helpful. It's not very helpful for me and it's not going to actually work. And so I literally responded and I was like, so you're one of the reasons why I actually want to fill this niche. And you know what? I can show you better than I can tell you. So with this new solidified niche and that video really inspiring me, I want you guys to know I'm going to be planning a whole bunch of funny, hilarious, quirky videos. Do not worry. There's going to be so many of those. Okay. It's going to be a hilarious video that have so many quirky videos planned. but it's also going to be a little bit of showing the dark side of ADHD. You know, I'm going to be doing some videos. I'm going to be talking about navigating the world and lifestyles and overstimulation and things of that nature. I'm going to be sprinkling those videos in because I think it's important that we talk about how difficult it can be to basically navigate this neurotypical world. And me being the problem solver that I am and having so many years to basically become undetectable when it comes down to ADHD, I think that I can be very helpful to a lot of people who are struggling. Anybody who ever meets me always tells me that they cannot believe that I have ADHD anytime I tell them that. And I tell them it's because I spent the last 18 years of my life since I was diagnosed when I was 5, basically being undetectable. Because when people find out that you have a disability or whatever, they tend to prey on you. And me being a kid who was a subject of bullying, I learned how to navigate better. So I want this channel to be really ADHD focused in the quirks, the fun, the hilarious moments, but also the dark times that we all experience, and educating and spreading awareness about what ADHD really is. It's not always just fun and games. So I want to help as many people as I can, because helping people and problem solving is something that I really love to do. And I want to make sure that I highlight that on my channel. So you guys are going to be seeing some really interesting stuff. I have some videos really planned out that are going to be raw, uncut, a little uncomfortable actually, but I think that uncomfortable is necessary in order for us to all to grow. Okay, getting away from the ADHD niche for a second, just plans for the year. I did want to just touch base really quick. I know that January has already started and it's basically already over when I'm uploading this video, but we still got 11 months to go. Okay, baby, I have big plans this year. I want us to severely grow, and I'm going to be sticking to a consistent schedule. Coming up for next week, there will not be a video for you guys next week, but there will be one the week following. So the week of Valentine's Day actually will be the time where I'll be uploading. And then from there on, I'm still picking out my actual posting amount for each week, but you guys should be still getting a video every week from there on in. Yeah. So not only do I want to just make sure that I'm uploading fun videos, I want them to be engaging. I want them to be helpful. I want them to be consistent, of course, because I don't want to switch up on you guys anymore. I want to be able to stick to something and we really just go along with that journey. And speaking of journeys, since we are going down a different path, I thank you all who have followed me all this time for the Reddit stories. Maybe I'll give a live Reddit story read every now and again, just to be fun and quirky for you guys who might miss those, but it's just not in the actual cards of right now. But I hope that you guys who do like me and want to enjoy my content that is coming up, that you guys will follow me on this journey, because it's going to be wild, it's going to be fun, and I cannot wait for you guys to see everything. Last little tidbits before I sign off, guys, a few little updated things that I'm going to be doing. First things first, I'm going to be getting a new setup. Yay! Getting off my phone. I got me a camera this year, so hopefully better quality video soon. I'm just waiting on some last minute items to come in through the mail, and then hopefully everything will be looking a lot better. Not only will I be uploading long form content, I'll also be uploading shorts on YouTube, so guys, make sure to look out for that, because there's going to be a lot of funny, hilarious little videos on those as well. Last but certainly not least, guys, just make sure to drop down in the comment section any videos that you want me to post in this new niche. If you're excited about the new niche, tell me all your raw emotions about me not posting Reddit stories. I can take it, I promise. But I love you guys very, 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 very much, and I cannot wait for us to embark on this new journey, and I'm super, super excited. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hi! I would love for you to join the beautiful society. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and watch those 2 videos that YouTube did not push to you guys for the end of the year, because they're absolutely hilarious. I love you guys once again, and I will see you in the next video. Love ya. Bye.